what's good? I'm back with another video. It's been a minute, but the school year started, man. Yet another semester. But anyways, today I'm here to do a basketball vid on two brothers in the Ball family, Lonzo and LaMelo. And yeah, I know that means the vid gonna get like 5 to 10 views, but hey, those my dogs right there. I fuck with y'all. Niggas don't even know this, but I'm a big fan of both of them. I've been watching Lonzo consistently since he got drafted, and LaMelo I've been watching since he was in Lithuania. And LaMelo this past season got Rookie of the Year because my son was going crazy. Like, so crazy, he missed 21 games and still won it. And it started a lot of conversations on who's better right now between Melo and Zoe, because niggas love debating. And I'm not even too interested in that argument right now. Lonzo. What I'm here to try and predict is who's going to have a better career. And to do that, I'm going to break down their strengths and weaknesses, starting with LaMelo. Melo's strengths. His first one I would say is passing and unselfishness. There's some things you just can't teach, and one of them is vision. And this man's vision and playmaking ability are just
sensational.
This elevates the team because it makes everybody else better. Everybody's happy because they can eat. And it really helps in the locker room. People like you. People want to play with you. And his second strength I would say is his IQ. Something that goes hand in hand with the passing is basketball IQ. He's able to see things before other players do. He knows where defenders will be. He knows the perfect place to put passes to get it to his players. And when you watch him, you can really see him deceive defenders with no looks, fakes, and things like that. Another strength of Melo's game is his offensive bag/confidence. One of the best things you can do for your offensive game is work on everything to make sure you're not one-dimensional. Having a deep bag makes you 1,000 times harder to defend. And that's the case with Melo. He can finish at the rim, he can shoot threes, and with range. He has a decent mid-range, he has a handle, he has a good floater in his bag. He can do pretty much everything on offense other than playing the post. Shit reminds me of my game before I retired. But the next strength I would say he has is adaptability. He played in Chino Hills, then Lithuania, then in Cali with the JBA, then on a European tour with the JBA, then in Cleveland with Spire Academy, then in Australia in the NBL, and now in Charlotte. And outside of Lithuania, where he didn't get a lot of burn, he's performed everywhere he's been. LeVar honestly made his path to the league as hard as possible on some dumb shit. But it turned out for the best. Looking at his path, no matter what team he plays for in the league throughout his career, I expect him to hoop regardless. And the last main strength that I think he has is a good balance between scoring and passing. This is something that his brother struggles a little bit with, and I'll talk about that more when I get to Zoe. But LaMelo knows when to pass, when to go get a bucket. You don't ever see him get too passive or going completely nut and going ISO too much. Having that balance is good because being too passive or being too much of a nut can hurt your team. But now moving on to his weaknesses. His first weakness I would say is injury prone. Honestly, this one affects all brothers, even Jello. They look, we should change the name of that show from Ball in the Family to Injury in the Family, the way these niggas be getting hurt. Like, damn. But LaMelo at Spire broke or sprained his finger and had to play through it, like taped up, and I remember that messed up his performances a little bit. Then in Australia, he had a season-ending foot injury, had him walking around in a boot for a minute. Then in his rookie season, he broke his wrist and was supposed to miss the rest of the season, even though he ended up coming back hella early somehow, which I have a theory that they really just did that to let him win Rookie of the Year, because a couple games later, he re-aggravated the wrist injury. This was dumb as hell on the Hornets' part, I'm not gonna lie. They risked his health for something that really doesn't matter. But anyways, moving on to the next weakness, inconsistent shooting. This is low-key a problem with a lot of young players like Jason Tatum, Luka, Trey. But anyways, the point is you never know what kind of shooting night you're gonna get from LaMelo. Part of it, I think, is this nigga somehow shoots the ball with a different form on every jumper. Like, he never shoots the ball consistently. One game he gets you 22 points on 9 of 13, then the next game he gets you 8 on 3 of 13. But honestly, I'm not tripping too much on this because he had a good run of consistency before his injury, and he'll probably get more consistent as he gets more used to the league. But his next weakness is love for the thotties. And this is a horrible weakness for any NBA player to have because these thoughts are different when it comes to these niggas in the league. Like, them hoes starving. If you're getting paid, they will try to sign you to an 18-year child support deal immediately. A while back, some news hit that LaMelo was with Tiana Trump. And I know this pic says yoga instructor, but if you don't know who Shorty is, she got tapes on tapes on tapes on the internet. Some people go as far as to say she's a throat goat. Like, I remember they did a Cockology report on her and said shorty had taken miles of meat throughout her life. I ain't never seen nothing like that. But anyways, a couple months go by and now LaMelo is apparently dating some 32-year-old. Shorty is rocking a Chase a Bag hoodie. Like, come on, little bro. All he has to do is look at his brother Lonzo, who had a kid with this girl he was dating when he got in the league. And hey, I'm not calling her a gold digger, but as soon as the baby dropped, she was asking for 30 racks a month.
That's pretty interesting.
Not only his brother, this man can look at his own teammate PJ Washington, who got probably the brawn of IG Thoughts pregnant in Brittany Renner. This nigga thought he was special and could turn a hoe into a housewife. Niggas are gonna have to listen to Cole at some point. Don't save her, she do not want to be saved. And now he's gonna be on lock for child support for 18 years.
Tragic!
But the point is, LaMelo has enough examples in his life to know to watch out or to wrap up, or he's gonna have some real raw problems. Simple. Another weakness, I would say, is defense. This man can't defend to save his life. It's to the point where some close games they would sub him out on defense just to avoid him getting targeted. Like, no lie, I obviously can't beat him one-on-one, but oh bro, I'm getting a bucket on him. But next weakness we got, lacking motivation. This one is kind of an assumption, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but having been paying attention to him since he was in high school, he's always been super talented. And I'm not saying he hasn't worked hard, but he's always seemed a little lazy with it. The amount of time somebody had to talk to him or yell at him for walking around at practice or not trying during the show is crazy. To me, he's always seemed like he just hooped because that's what was expected of him, and he was good at it. And if I'm right about that, it might hurt how far he can go in his career, because you're playing against the best of the best in the world in the league. If you don't have that drive or that chip on your shoulder to keep improving, people are going to pass you up quickly. Talent can get you so far, but you're only going to get to the top if you refuse to ever get satisfied.
Beautiful pass to Devontae.